Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my very first vlog from my very first house. It's winter in Canada, and it's very snowy winter, you know? So it's been snowing and snowing and snowing non-stop. I mean, yeah, I'm probably right now confirming all the stereotypes about Canada being so cold and snowy and all that jazz. But you know what? I have never seen so much snow in my entire life. And it was just storm after storm after storm after storm in Nova Scotia. Yeah, this stuff and all other stuff about really being first-time home buyers and homeowners in Canada versus living in an apartment and renting. So welcome to this vlog and let's experience this Canadian winter together. Big.
Like it, Max?
Papa, you guys.
As some of you may know, Ubisoft Halifax closed its doors on January 2026, and it felt personal, even though I've been working for another company for over a year now. So this was one of the biggest studios in Atlantic Canada, and now it's gone. The hiring event was organized to catch the talent falling from the Ubisoft closure. And I came there to volunteer, not as a recruiter, but as a friend. And the impact of closing a major studio here is huge, and honestly, the scene feels shaky. But seeing everyone show up for each other, that's the only stability we have, and I'm choosing to stay positive for sure. Woo! All right. You know, I think every family in Canada, sooner or later, gonna find themselves having at least one box of HelloFresh at their house. And no, it's not an ad, but it might be. Call me. Just kidding. I don't know about you guys, but like for us, homeownership became a really wild thing in terms of, yeah, sure, when you have an apartment, like you have neighbors, you have all different people like behind the wall and they might make some noises. Well, you overall don't feel too much privacy, let's call it that way. But when it comes to home ownership, at least in our case, we have tons and tons of people coming here at our house like basically every day. So at some point we had some guys from HelloFresh promotion, I guess. So they offered a wild discount. And I just decided to try it because I have never tried it before. Prépare-toi à cuisiner de vrais bons repas. Oh, sweet summer child. You actually have no idea how talented I am in my bed cooking. So let's try this. I don't know. All right. Jesus, that's so cute. I mean, what? Really? Like a can of beer? Yeah, a can of beer and yeah, garlic. Perfect. Why not? And what are we cooking today? Pot chicken and corn chili. Something easier? Turkey taco. No, definitely not tacos. Maybe meatballs. Right. Alright, so coffee is ready. Let's chat. It's been 2 months since we moved into our own house from the apartment that we have been renting all this time. I think I kinda ready to share some of my, first impressions kind of thing and experience what was happening here and what is basically the biggest differences for me personally of, living in the house compared to living in the apartment. So yeah, I just wanted to share that in case you're interested. Let's go! And yeah, let me drink that coffee. I've been preparing that for quite some time. Coffee is my blood. So I think it's pretty obvious that one of the first things that come to mind when we compare living in a house versus living in an apartment is space. The house feels humongous compared to the apartment, even though our apartment was not like the smallest. It was pretty huge, pretty spacious, not huge, 2-bedroom apartment, and we were living on Alderley Landing. So yeah, the apartment seemed even bigger because we had those floor-to-ceiling windows, and there was an amazing ocean view and stuff. So, but yeah, the house is much bigger. We have basically 4 bedrooms now, and our kid has plenty of space to run around. And also he has a huge backyard and front yard all up to himself. He really needed that, outside space, and you could really tell. And even though we're a pretty small family, like a family of 3, just me, my husband, and my son, still it seems like we have a lot of stuff, Our apartment felt stuffed, if you can tell that about apartment, with all our things and stuff. I love tech, I love pieces of tech, I love tinkering, I love coding, I love all the pretty cutie things, I love plushies. My husband loves tinkering, he's 3D printing a lot of stuff, he's creating tons of different DIY things from scratch, and the materials for that and the creations themselves require lots of space. So yeah, we really enjoy that. We basically spread it ourselves around the house. So we have 3 levels here, and I live mostly on the 2nd level, and my husband lives on the lower level, and we all 3 of us meet on the 1st level. So that's where we, eat, communicate to each other, and then go live our lives separately in our own house inside of it. Yeah. Number 2, of course, you were having higher bills anyway. So like the water bills, the electricity bills, hydro, as we say here in Canada. Hydro bills. I basically think of it as a subscription to freedom kind of thing. So I'm okay with that, and it's obvious that for a bigger space you kind of pay more for using your own water and electricity. So yeah, garbage logic. This is fun because in an apartment you kind of get used to that. Of course you sort your trash. It's given, it's obvious. When it comes to just throwing it away, you just go downstairs. We had a garbage room in our building, and you just put it to the appropriate garbage cans and forget about it. When you have your own house, you need to be aware of the certain schedule when your trash is gonna be take out. Yeah, you basically always have to keep in mind what day of week that is. When are you gonna roll out those garbage cans to the curbside, like in the morning or maybe in the evening, so you don't forget. And yeah, the garbage logistics is a pretty fun. Kind of adds up to your RAM space in your head, and yeah, something to get. You need to get used to. Backyard. I love our backyard. It's super empty right now. There's basically nothing growing. Also, it's winter, like it's dead winter right now. It's February. I kind of see some smaller trees growing out there, and I think there's a bush also. But I kind of identified them. But I think that's for another garden talk. And yeah, I plan to make a real garden, to create a real garden over here. I have never done that. I have no idea where to start. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. Call my therapist, somebody. I want to have a garden. I'm happy to have a backyard, and I'm looking forward to those days when I can open the door and just go outside, touch my own grass, walk barefoot in my yard. Even the very thought of it gives me a lot of energy, and I love to think about it, and I'd love to create my backyard as beautiful as possible, even though I realize that it comes at a cost, and I don't know. We'll be looking for some options how to be reasonable with those expenses. At our building, in our apartment, we were not allowed to decorate our apartment door. Well, safety reasons, and I guess that's reasonable, but still, I felt so left out. It was a huge FOMO. Maybe it sounds silly, but I really wanted to have a Christmas wreath on my door, and I couldn't do that. It was such a shame. I so love those wreath and those door decorations, and I'm a big fan of those, house lights and house decorations too. So the fact that I'm not allowed to do that, even though technically I'm legally living here, it was messing with my mind. So the fact is now that I am free to do in my own house whatever I want to do, drill the holes, as many holes as I want. I don't know, ruin the house. Put any decorations I want, plant any plants I want. This is an amazing feeling, even though I didn't get to buy the Christmas wreath just yet. But I know what will happen, and I will pick the crazy looking stuff. In a perfect world, I see our house as the kind of landmark of the neighborhood where everybody comes for Halloween or Christmas to take pictures and stuff. And yeah, I know how much it's gonna cost, but I don't know. Let me just dream my little dream, okay? The Lulu is a Salulu, all right? Okay, bye. And cheers to neighbors. You don't have anybody behind those walls, Nobody's making noises except your little 4-year-old son. It's cool. It's cool not to have that. I can say that our neighbors were specifically too noisy. But anyway, you know what I mean when I talk neighbors. Those dogs, those 3 a.m. Stomping or whatever's happening. And some people have even thinner walls, and you can hear your neighbors using toilet, washing in the shower. And yeah, you know what I mean, right? So nothing of the sort happening here when you have a house. Well, at least now, yet. Maybe we have good neighbors. God bless them. The funny thing here is, even though we don't have many people in our house, except from us, there are much more people knocking our doors ever since we moved in the house for some really funny reason. I don't know, we had a hockey team passing by and they had a raffle and, basically a lottery. It's a common way to raise some funds for a hockey team or for whatever team you're having out there, or whatever reason you need to raise some funds when you're a nonprofit. So yeah, we bought some lottery tickets from them, and then we had a couple of people coming by to sell us some oil for our oil tank. And there were also HelloFresh people, and surprisingly that turned out pretty good. Also, we had some guys who offered to clean our windows for free, but of course that only if you sign up for cleaning the roof, I guess, for $300 or something. So I don't know, those little mama's business people, probably that's fun, but I don't know, somebody always knocking on that door. Like every week or so we have new people coming in whom we didn't even invite. So I don't know, I just practicing my social skills and small talk skills even more than I did that in my apartment when I was using the elevator and had to talk to lots of dog owners, whom I always met in the elevator. Okay, reality check. Being a working mom in tech means sometimes your junior developer sits on your lap during critical tasks because, day home is closed again. But then I go into this pre-primary registration and I'm looking at this confirmation screen and it just can't process it. My little boy is officially a schoolboy, and I am tired, but I'm also so proud, and maybe a little terrified too. Like, one day you're balancing C++ and a toddler, and it feels like a stress, and it feels like I'm failing. Like, especially when I have to work with him literally attached to me. But seeing him grow up, my heart can't take it. Not just yet. Okay, talking a little more about HelloFresh. Yeah, we ordered just one box with a really big, discount and stuff. So I just decided to try it. Maybe the road to success is having as less expectations as possible. We had some experience with their similar service called Factor, and we were not fans, to be honest. So I'm like, so you really want me to cook? Me? All right. You know what? We really cooked. Like me and my husband, and even Max helped a little bit, if you can call it that way. But yeah, he really wanted to though. So all three of the dishes that we got were really good. Like, so good. We did not expect at all, like anything at all. It was really good. Okay, it took me quite some time to figure out these schemas. So basically this is a recipe, and for those of you who doesn't not know what HelloFresh is, recipe, and you have grams over here, and everything that you need to cook one specific recipe comes in a box, so you do not need to think about it. To buy anything extra, you basically have everything you need. They are still a little bit misleading, like for me personally. I'm this kind of person who requires very specific instructions when it comes to cooking. And for me, those instructions were not like specific enough, I guess. Because roast in the middle of the oven until cooked through. Like, how long is that? It's not all of them, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing. I don't like when some processes require me to waste a little bit more of my RAM memory of my brain than I wanted it to. And honestly, they say that the preparation takes 35 minutes, for example, as over here. No, it does. It really doesn't. Maybe when you do it for the 5th or 7th time, it does. No, each recipe took us at least 1 hour to cook. Maybe we're really slow and stupid, I don't know. But yeah, that's our experience. Really good food. That's why I kept those recipes at hand in case I have enough mental capacity to one day try and go grocery shopping and get everything I need to redo these recipes, which is most likely not gonna happen ever again, but these recipes will be stored in my kitchen compartment and just waiting for that moment that will never come and be a reminder for me that I can actually cook good food. So yeah, thank you, HelloFresh, I guess. Speaking of other differences, oh sure, we also have a bike right here. That's life with a kid. Speaking of the other differences of living in a house versus living in an apartment, was again snow. And we already talked about it. Okay, I cannot open this door. I'm canceling this. Okay, we'll use another door. No, man. Okay, I'm gonna get outside. I will do this. I can do this. I can get outside of my own house. I can do this. Yay, this door is opening. Snow. Snow, cleaning snow, lots of snow. All in snow. Snow, snow, snow. And you are the only person responsible for cleaning it away.
You can do this.
So on that note, yeah, it's... Hi, Zunin. It's a crow. Yeah, I'm making friends with crows now, you know. Another difference. Hey, neighbor. Another difference between the house and the apartment. We were living on the elderly landing, and that is basically, you know, the... I don't know if you can hear me or not. This really makes me laugh. That is really a city center, most like I can say that it's city center. You can get anywhere from there, and you can go get some coffee for breakfast, and you know, just basic city girl stuff. And you don't get anything of the sort in the sleepy neighborhood. It's really like a movie-like kind of place, but you don't get anywhere from here. Unless you're driving a car. It's funny to see how the whole city gets blocked because of the snow. It's even harder to get away from here because they don't clean the roads too fast. They do that. They have to do that in 24 hours after the big snowfall. But, you know, especially when you don't drive, or if you drive but you are really like novice driver, yeah, the whole city basically collapses. And this winter was really bad in terms of, you know, snow. It's pretty expectable, right? You expect to have snow in winter, but there was so much of it, so much of it. I have never seen so much snow in my entire life, and I have never seen so much snow ever since I moved to Canada, which is like 5 years ago. Pretty fun experience. Anyway, still really interesting to see how the whole city collapses, everything is closed, the businesses get closed, the schools get cancelled. It has been happening for the first couple of times. We just had some fun family time, and we're making snowman and stuff in our backyard. Yay, backyard! But you know, you get tired of it pretty soon. Especially because snow brings cold, and you get tired of cold. And yeah, tell me about it. I'm a Canadian. Is that it? I think I'm done. Look, okay. I've done a lot. So, you know, speaking of cars and not being able to basically get anywhere from these sleepy suburbs, I figured it's quite the time that I finally get my driver's license. Like, I have my learner's license and I already updated it once, but I still haven't passed my driving test. I have never driven a car in my whole life. Never, ever. I'm 36, 37 in a couple of months, and yeah, I have never been behind the wheel. I cannot say that I'm really scared of that. I'm blessed to have an amazing driver over here in my life, which is who is my husband, looking at him driving so confidently really reassures me that I can do that too. It is doable and it is manageable. Of course, I'm not aiming to reach his level of mastership. Do you say that? I just really hope to become a smart and confident driver. And yeah, you know, I've seen very different people with very different abilities and mindsets being able to drive a car. It reassures me too. So like I possibly not the most stupid person on earth, and I will be able to drive. So that's my aim, that's my goal for this year, to finally pass my driving test, road test, and become a driver. I don't know when I'm talking about it, somehow I feel so grown up. Even though, like, I don't know, I have a kid and everything, but a house, and feeling even more grown up because you have a driver's license. I don't know. Call my therapist again. I already enrolled into driving school, and currently I'm doing the online course and stuff. There will be 10 hours of practice as well. Well, overall, for those of you who are not from Canada, you may not be aware of how this whole system of the driver licensing works. This looks a little bit more complicated than how it was working in my own country, which is Kazakhstan, but you do what you gotta do, so I'm gonna pass this whole process, and yeah, if it's there, it is designed to make you a good driver, so that's what I'm gonna be. Speaking of other goals for this 2026 year, I really am determined to finally make my own game. Like, be it ugly, be it weird, be it very, very small, I do not care. I really want to get this out of my system, to really create something by myself from scratch, to create a product, to create something that other people also can experience and witness, to tell a story that's inside of me by using the tools that I can use. And it's just something I really, really want to do. And there will be videos about it too. If you're interested, just leave a comment below. I can do some dev vlogs to the best of my abilities. I don't know if that would be interesting to watch, the very, very newbie dev vlogs. I mean, just with a reminder, I've been working in games, and I'm not alien to this process at all, and I know coding and stuff, but I have never done the product from scratch. And I really want to do it. I want to create some kind of a indie game dev portfolio or whatnot. And also the May this year is gonna be hopefully pretty amazing, because my friend from the US is coming over to stay, and also we're going to Toronto to witness Bruno Mars, because we got tickets for the concert. Yahoo! So we're gonna have a girly weekend in Toronto. Yeah, I really am looking forward to it. I need it, no? I would prefer also to have a huge vacation somewhere in July, and 3 weeks just laying on the beach and stuff like that. But I live in Nova Scotia, and when it comes to summer, I sometimes think that I don't even need to go anywhere, because I have tons of beaches, ocean, and lakes, and lots of places to swim and just enjoy summer in the place where some people go to travel for vacation. And I live here. That's why I'm going to Toronto, out of this heaven, to experience something else. Just joking. There are some plans for the year. I'm not a big fan of making some huge commitments and huge plans, but yeah, it's better to focus on what really matters, and this would be some rest, my own game, and getting a driver's license. So hopefully this all is happening. And yeah, I think it's time to finish that winterish vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have just any questions or want to share your own thoughts on the mess that was happening here, please share them below. I'd love to chat with you. And yeah, see you soon in the next video. I love you. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet.